All right. So recently we just did, well, recently the last episode with the Galaxy Quest, and now we're digging into Fanboys. We literally jumped from one Star Trek thing to, I guess, now Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah, because there's a lot of hate in the movie.
So since are you? Can I say that you're a fan of both? Do you like both Star Trek and Star
Should do
Wars?
like both.
Okay,
Like both.
so is there a lot
I'm
of
not.
people out there that like they don't like both?
I
Like
don't
they have to
know.
like
I don't.
one or the other.
It's the one I wonder that you'll see it. We see it. People talk stuff about it, and I've heard some, but I mean, why? Why? I mean, I don't get why you wouldn't like. If you like one, why wouldn't you like the other?
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
one is more sci-fi, and the other one's more fantasy.
One is
You know,
more
Star Trek.
sci-fi.
Star Trek is more
It's sci-fi. Star
sci-fi.
Trek
It's
sci-fi.
more. It's more on real machine, real world stuff in the future. While Star Wars,
It's fantasy.
it's kind
Yeah.
of like it's fantasy. It's kind of like because you got the Force and stuff. I mean, it's got tech in it, and I love the technology and stuff.
I do
Not a big
like
fan.
both.
Not a big fan of the Force and all that, but it works.
You're
I
right.
mean,
It's more fantasy. Yeah.
it is, and the Jedi are cool.
You know, it's
I
really
mean,
funny. Like I
the
told
Jedi
you, like
are not as
before, like
cool.
I'm playing the Big Bang Theory, right? There's an episode where Penny explains to Amy about Star Trek and Star Wars. Just like, what is the difference? There's absolutely no difference.
I I really think it's a big difference. I mean,
No, it's
it
big
goes on
difference from
other
what you just
things.
said. Yeah,
There's more Star Trek though than there is Star Wars to see.
there's more Star
Uh,
Trek than Star Wars.
yeah,
Yes,
there's a whole more. I mean, Star Trek's and there's wealth and stuff.
though Star Trek has more history in TVs and cinema,
Yeah,
where
it's
Star
really
Wars have a lot of books.
it's just movies and books. Yeah,
Yeah, movies and
but
books.
problem is though with Star Wars, and I think this was crappy though. Is Disney bought it. A lot of the books became
Oh yeah, because
no,
they cut it. Yeah,
and they're
it's,
like this history. I mean, like I understand. The Star Wars fans are mad about that. I mean, I understand. It's like
I
Abrams,
understand too.
because basically when Abrams comes along, he's like, yeah, we're just gonna cut it right here and make a new universe.
I do. I understand that too, and I understand why they did that because then
And that's
if
the
they
thing.
because like if
The
you
thing
do the movies right, it's kind of like now you have to make me read a book. I don't want to read the books. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. That's the thing. And that's to me. That's why people are like, "Why are you mad about Abrams?" Like, because Abrams just go ahead and run the universe.
Yes, he
Same
just
thing. That's what Disney did. They basically like, "Oh, we're gonna just go ahead and change it."
yeah.
Here's the sad thing is the person that said, "Hey, let's go and change everything" at Disney was Abrams too.
Yes.
So basically, Abrams' butt.
Well, okay. I don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
not
he's
for
a good
or
director.
against. Right?
He's
Yeah,
a good
he's a good
director.
director. I'm not for or against, right? But I do understand. Like, let's just say if you and me are put in that position to make in a new Star Wars, whatever, right? Then now we and you have to talk about like, what did the books say? Do we have to
Yeah,
worry about every single novel that Star Wars has
yeah,
out?
I know, and I
Now
don't
we
want
have
to
to
read.
make it work with that.
Yeah, I don't know, and that's for the fans. That's for the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I mean, because people with Star Wars, of course, I mean, I'm a Trekkie. I know all the Star Trek stuff, so it's not a big deal to me. This Star Wars, it's like I did Star Wars first, got into Star Trek, and kind of gave up Star Wars. And then when the Phantom Menace came out, which this is what the movie's based about, is
Yes.
about some kids. Basically, one gets, and he has to see the movie before he
Yeah,
dies.
it's cancer.
But the
Yes.
the thing is that in the movie, and it's basically really the kid with the cancer. He didn't really want to see Star Wars before he died, anyways. He just wanted to be back with his best
He's
friend.
always his best friends. Yes.
That's all it really was.
That was, you know what, in a way,
That was the
right?
whole
This
point of the
movie,
movie.
yeah, this movie doesn't have the happiest ending.
It had a, it did had well, it had an extended ending. I'd say it didn't have all this that he gets cured or anything.
No, he doesn't.
I
He
mean,
gets to see the movie.
they didn't break any real world laws to make this movie.
No, yeah,
Where, oh, he miraculously got well. I mean, sadly, that's the way the real world is. You get
yes.
cancer
You got,
sometimes.
sometimes you get
That's
curry.
well.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But basically, the story. But the thing is, like Star Wars. I mean, like I got Star Trek, and then the only reason I got back into Star Wars is because of the Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh, actually, I guess I could say I slowly started getting back to it after Rogue One.
I mean, after one. Oh, Rogue One. Yes,
Rogue
Rogue
One.
One is probably my favorite
Because
now. Like,
Rogue One captured pretty much everything that you felt during Empire Strikes Back,
yes,
Return of the Jedi, and stuff. I'm
the
gonna, I'm
first
gonna go ahead and
original series.
and I'll throw A New Hope in there too. Even though I went back and saw New Hope, which we thought was my favorite, watch it and like, oh Lord, Return of the Jedi is my favorite.
Return of the Jedi is your favorite.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back.
That's my favorite. Return of the Jedi is actually the first movie I ever got to see in the theater that was Star Wars.
Oh, no, Star Wars, okay.
I liked it as a saw it in theater, but yeah, I mean, come on. Han Solo's my favorite character.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. First, he gets killed. I don't know. I mean, because you know, when we were talking about when the Phantom came out, I didn't go see it in theater. Didn't really care that much because the fans. I mean, I was interested.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's Star Wars. And I haven't seen it in a long time. And then when all those that came, I watched it. Wasn't that great?
It's not that great.
It wasn't awful.
So me and Cody went to see The Phantom Menace, right? The first thing he said to me was like, this ended like The New Hope because it's basically the same story, right? The little kid flies out into space, destroys it, and come back. Yeah. And I was like, hey, like father, like son, right?
Almost all of their trilogies are the same. Again, they just recycle them over and over again.
Yeah.
But I was like, wasn't that good? Then the two movies came out, and I
7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, and I actually liked the. Well, no, I'm talking about 1, 2, and 3 came. This 2 and 3 came out later.
Oh yeah.
I actually like 2 the best out of the first.
Attack of the Clones.
Yep, I like Attack of the Clones, but and I saw all those, and I didn't care that much. I still did. And a Star Trek, I just kind of spit in the back of my mind. But then when the next series came out, it's like, yeah, the next series came out, so I went and saw that.
7, 8, and 9. Now you're talking about 7, 8, and 9.
When I saw Abrams, I was like unhappy because basically the first one for me was like I've already seen this whole movie before.
The Force Awakens, yeah.
Yes, I'm like nothing was new.
So nothing was new since episode 1, though.
Yeah, this movie was new to me. So basically, it's like watching Star Trek Into Darkness. I was like.
So you actually was waiting for something new, and Rogue One brought that to the table.
I was waiting to see something new.
Different.
Basically, I got the same movie. Because I mean, I even said, I'm thinking, okay, if Han Solo gets his hand off, I'm going to get up out of the theater and I'm going to walk out because I've already seen that, because he comes in there, because that's what it looked like. He was going to get his hand cut off. Go join me, Dad. Instead, when he killed Han Solo, like, about time. I got happy. Which is sad because it's my favorite character. He killed him. I was like, thank God. I'm thinking Han Solo's about to jump.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed. Like you always think that you could turn.
But after we said when the Rogue One rolled out.
Oh, I love Rogue One.
Rogue One was different.
Rogue One is really different. It's because it's like what do they call it? What do they call movies like that? Spin-off.
Yeah, it's kind of, the nice thing is the end of it. Boom, takes right back to where you started.
Yes.
We started at.
Yeah.
With Star Wars. It took everybody that was our age right back to the beginning.
To that first Star Wars. Yep. I love it.
It's neat because the end of the movie is the beginning for you.
Yes. The end of this movie is beginning to me. And like, I go in watching Rogue One, right? Knowing at the end, everyone dies because they talked about that in the New Hope.
You know what I like about it? Also, what's about good, and we should do Rogue One too. That way we can actually, because we got a lot to say. Because like I said, none of the characters were all that famous.
No.
I mean, they're all known, but none of them were that famous.
Not that famous.
Of course, Whitaker is probably the biggest star.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the same thing. He's the only one I recognize.
And though the acting was good, everything was good.
Yeah.
It didn't have, like, acting in the second set of prequels sucked so bad. I don't know. It's just, this is what took me back. And then, of course, The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian blew everything out of the water.
Well, I went and saw Solo too. So when Solo came out, and I liked Solo. Nobody else didn't like Solo. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with you. So it's on some story. It was awesome.
Okay.
I mean, Woody Harrelson. How could you not like this?
Oh,
if you
I know.
Like Solo, you just didn't watch it.
Woody Harrelson is the only reason that me and Heather are going to see Venom.
Okay, yeah.
It's Woody Harrelson.
Woody
and then
Harrelson.
when we were watching Venom, right? She was like, "That was Tom Hardy." Like, yeah, that was Tom Hardy. I think she kind of liked the Venom character, like the alien symbiont.
A lot of people like the Venom. And I'm not a Venom fan, but I mean, I can see the appeal.
Oh yeah.
See the appeal.
Yeah.
I liked him when the villain before he became the hero type.
All right, so I want to talk about Fanboys. My favorite part of the movie is Kristen Bell.
No. Okay. So it's like, because I didn't see Kristen Bell.
No, not Christian Bell. Kristen Bell.
Oh,
Kristen.
Kristen Bell.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and that's like actually that was the fakest part of this movie.
It is. Yeah, I highly agree. It is the fakest
I
part of
mean,
the movie.
I would have loved to have been a nerd that hung out with some hot chick, but
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I would have been happy to be the nerd that had like 3 other friends to hang out with. But I wasn't.
Her character, obviously, like you mentioned it, they make her look, I guess, too hot, right? It needs to look like like to me, it should be like a Felicia Day. Like not too hot, doesn't look too bad.
Oh, she's been looking at Felicia Day's kind of hot.
Well, to us, right? Like, but not to majority though. Like, she was in Buffy. Would you rather pick Sarah Michelle Gellar or Felicia Day?
I'd pick Felicia Day.
Yeah, see, because we know.
I'd pick a lot of over.
Yeah, see?
I'm sorry.
I feel like Kristen Bell's what's her name? I forgot her name in this movie.
Oh, I forgot what her name is too.
Zoe.
Yes, Zoe.
She works at a comic book store. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Be
Come
realistic.
on.
I've been to hundreds of comic book stores, okay? I've been to a lot of them in New York. None of the chicks looks as hot, okay? None of them. I mean, like, a lot of them are okay, but none of them.
I don't know. We shouldn't. Things
Well,
have
we should
changed.
trash it, yeah.
Yeah, times has changed. Come on, because we went to the comic book store in Dallas. There was a girl. She was all right.
I can't remember. In Dallas?
Yeah, is it Madness Comics? What's that? It's over.
Oh,
there
it is in Plano.
Yeah, one in Plano. There's a girl there every now and then.
I love that comic book store.
Oh, that comic book store too.
I love it.
I wish I could have had a transporter. I'd just be in there.
One day.
Man, if day I was on my day off, I'd go in there and buy something.
Yeah.
Just buy something. I don't know why. I spent a little money. I was like, huh.
Man, that's
like
comics.
you either buy a comic book or you buy a book or you buy a game piece. They got games too.
It's probably the biggest comics book store I've been in Texas.
It's
Madness.
the biggest comic book store I've ever been in.
Oh, okay.
It's the nicest one. They had a good setup. So.
Yeah. Oh, I've been to
yeah. But I guess we can't say that. I mean, so there's a girl in there.
Yes.
It's not common in the days because this is supposed to take place in the 90s.
This is in the 90s. That's right.
Actually, this is supposed to take place in 98. Right
98, right before it came out. Yes.
Yeah, 99. And the movie, of course, was made in. Well, that's just in this 2007.
Oh.
But they didn't.
It came out later.
Until 2009.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because what's his name, Weinberg or whatever his name. Who was the? Yeah, you know the.
Harvey Weinstein, right? You're talking about.
Yeah, the motion picture rape. Well,
yeah.
Because he wanted to reshoot so they get a bigger audience.
Oh.
So this is not actually the cut of the director. The director did most of it, and then they had somebody else direct more scenes for him.
Oh, like probably adding the cameos and stuff.
Yeah, added some more stuff. Plus, they took there was supposed to be somebody else played the head of security for for Lucas Rant.
Oh yeah.
Before they got Danny McBride.
Yeah.
I actually like Danny McBride. I'm a Danny McBride fan.
Oh, I love Danny McBride.
I don't even watch his movies.
No, I think one of my favorite roles is Tropic Thunder.
Thunder's awesome.
He's Pyrotech.
Yeah, Pyrotech. Big ass too. Boom. Man, he's the only guy that I think is awesome.
So yeah, there's a lot of like Billy D. Williams in it, Carrie Fisher, Jay and Silent Bob.
So there's I loved it when you. Well, it's not actually Jay and Bob. They were playing their actual character.
They play actual character. No, they were playing
Kevin Smith.
And Jason Mewes.
Just like a kind of a Silent Bob rip off on him. I mean, I love that, especially anytime I get to see Kevin Smith pop up in a movie. It's awesome.
It is so funny.
I don't know why,
man.
especially if he's wearing his jacket when he does the.
I like that when
Bob is my favorite character.
Yeah, I like that Jason came. I'm like, hey, I told you I'm not doing this anymore. I tell you, just like a woman, right?
Well, I like it because he goes, oh man, it's nothing worse than when you got to go, huh? Of course, he jumps out of the bathroom. It's like, oh, this is so awesome.
I totally forgot about that part.
Oh, I forgot the scene too, but even when I saw it again, I was like, yes.
That is so funny because, like, you put these major Star Wars fans in it, right? Obviously, and I like how in the middle of it, William Shatner is in this movie.
Well, you also got William Shatner shows up in a movie that's bashing on track. Also, you got Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen plays two different roles. I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, and he's actually a Star Trek fan.
Oh, Is he both?
I'm more of a Trekker than a Star Wars fan, dude.
Well, okay, so I could tell from Seth Rogen, right? He's a huge nerd. From
Yeah,
every role that I've seen him in, he's a huge nerd. I could totally agree. Yes.
But I like it. He plays a Trekkie and a pimp.
A pimp that loves Star Wars. Yes.
That mistakenly gets a Jar Jar Binks tattoo on his back because he's like, hey, this guy's gonna be it. This
He's gonna be the biggest character ever.
I know. You're thinking, oh no, dude.
I like that his tattoos are like the little light side, and then this one, dark side. Don't join the dark side.
Of course, the two guys are trying to get out of paying for those escorts, so they're both like, yeah, this is so cool, man. We're Star Trek fans too.
No, he's a Star Wars fans. Yeah, I love that.
Star Wars fans too.
Just when they get the big debacle, like, would you say Han Solo is not a bitch?
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's fighting himself.
He's fighting himself. I love that.
I can't remember who the other guy who played Admiral something or something. But
No, but William Shatner in the movie, right? I love that. Like, it's a one movie that just like put hate on Star Trek, right? And he's the one with the security stuff to get into Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, the Skywalker Ranch.
He's like I can get anything.
Anything, yeah. Ryan's panties. Yeah. Anything. A stock in a price line. Anything. First, I like the book. He gives a book about what is that? That TJ? No. Because he wrote a book. He wrote Shatner his own.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Tech, but he also wrote a book that he was J.T. Hooker.
Yeah, J.T. Hooker. He was in the binder.
Place? Yeah, he's got that book. Ken's in that book.
Yeah, like, what is this in here? Just reading material.
Reading material. Come on, it's William Shatner. What are you question? I like the sound effects because you almost have nothing but Star Wars sound effects.
Yes.
But then go in that dark room, you hear the transporter go off.
Yes. Oh, the other famous actor that was the one that played which one is the main character? Like the car salesman, Dad.
Oh, Donald.
Yes.
I forgot. Yeah, he's also kind of like the Darth Vader.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot what his first name is. Last name's McDonald.
I can't remember because he was in Happy Gilmore. He was Shooter McGavin. I remember that.
Yeah, he's in all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And the one that plays his brother, he's in The Office.
Yeah.
The other brother.
I like his character too.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of like the bully. You think he's the bully, but actually he's just like the other brother that loves Star
Wars.
Too.
Yeah, he likes Star Wars, but he just doesn't show it as much as his brother.
But he can reference it real quick.
Yeah, he can reference it really good. Yes.
And the insults. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like when me and my brother growing up. My brother wasn't really a sci-fi fan, but we go watch the same stuff. I mean, come on. I went and watched Star Trek 5. He went with me.
Yeah, see? Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, that was the first Star Trek I actually got to see in the theater. Star
Oh.
5. That's probably why I like it. A lot of people hate it. I actually enjoy it still.
So it's really nostalgia for you then?
Yeah, pretty much nostalgia. I mean, I guess I could see the movie for what it is. I think it's the people too hating on it for it kind of going off the universe still.
Yeah.
But I'm good with it. It was a good movie. It was fun. But anyways, and there's so many people in here. Plus, I like it when they go to the ranch because the head of security we talked about is
it's Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride. But then there's all the security guys.
Will Forte was one of the security
Will Forte
guys.
was one.
And Craig Robinson, I think his name is.
Robinson, yes.
Yeah.
Craig Robinson for Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yep. And he's in The Office too.
Okay, he's in The Office, yeah.
Yeah,
and then, remember when they come in, the first security guy takes his helmet off, he pops the thing
Oh, it's Ray Parks.
Yeah, Ray Parks.
Yes.
Who is Darth
Maul
and Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, because he's a martial art expert, yeah.
Exactly, and they're like, he pops things there, starts kicking. I was like, oh, y'all done.
That's why they're trying to limit his lines, because he knows he's not a really good actor, and he doesn't like to say a lot of lines on the screen.
I thought he was fighting Snake Eyes.
I think he's because he didn't have a lot of lines,
and he did a good job as Darth Maul.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have to say a lot of lines.
Darth Maul became.
Because he's basically like a stunt double martial artist. He's like he told everybody, dude, I'm not an actor, man.
But they're like, hey, you up and you talk, you're good.
Yeah, just say these in certain way. You're good.
I mean, everybody knows who he is.
Yes, I know. He was in Dallas last month, like in a convention, like Dallas had some kind of convention with toys and stuff. Yeah, he was here last month.
Because remember, we went to the anime convention. which couldn't tell was anime because it's all Marvel. Everything Marvel.
And there was some Star Wars. It was an Irving, right?
Star Wars. Oh yeah. I mean, there was tons of Star Wars too.
Yeah.
So
There's an Irving, I
everybody-
remember.
It doesn't matter. It's like hey, it's like, should we go?
Hey,
it's like,
it's
this
any
ain't
time
anime.
that I get to dress up right, we're going.
No.
It doesn't have to be
That's
Halloween.
I know. Come on, cosplay. Come on, I'll get into that.
Cosplay, I love it.
Because come on, Halloween's only once a year. You got to do this a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm only getting this outfit for once a year. Come on. I gotta.
We're gonna do this every day. I'm gonna work dressed like.
I mean, like, yeah, I gotta find more places for me to wear this. You know?
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm just
I mean,
displaying it. My Mandalorian helmet.
I mean, come on. You can't just wear it when you're attacking another planet. You got to wear it to like grocery stores.
Yeah, I'm gonna Target wearing this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Walmart.
If they would have this Halloween, I'm like, I don't need to wear a mask. I'm just gonna wear this. I'm sorry for people who are listening to the audio. Right, I was just showing the Master Chief helmet. Target had this for $45. That you could. It's for adult size. Because remember when Halo 3 came out, it came with a helmet too, but
it doesn't make you. It doesn't make you as tall as Master Chief. So.
No, Master Chief is like 7 foot, right?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do something else.
How cool is this? A
Cool.
Master Chief helmet.
Too bad the lights on the side don't work though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
You know what? You could probably modify it. Just cut holes and put LED. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
This is so cool. It's because my head is so big, right? It's hard to find me helmet that fits me.
Don't have to brag.
Yeah. Oh, is it a bragging thing? I didn't realize.
Oh, it's not. But I just want that in there where it makes it. Now, anybody listening might think you're bragging now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just because it sucks. That's why it's a tough time buying hats and helmets for me.
I mean, it wouldn't suck if the adage was true. The people
You know what's
with
really
bigger
funny?
heads had bigger brains.
I
but
showed
that's
Heather
not
this
true.
video of this like really skinny Asian girl, right? She put Iron Man helmet on, and I got jealous because her head is small enough to fit a stupid Iron Man helmet. It was the Mark V, the silver and the red.
Helmets. If you look at the deal, the Iron Man head is really actually skinny on the body.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But you always see people put those big helmets on, and their body so little to it.
Oh, I always thought that like Iron Man's head is that helmet is too small because they model it like a regular human sized head.
Exactly. But you got to think about, they're not. Robert Downey Jr. is not wearing that suit most of the time. It's computer generated.
Yeah, it's coming in. Yeah, exactly. I always had a problem with Iron Man's helmet because it should be bigger like a motorcycle. Because with all that tech inside,
No, come on.
You cannot show me a helmet like that small, okay?
I mean, come on. If Iron Man had to make a helmet as big as a motorcycle helmet with all that tech in there, it wouldn't be as good as he is.
Yeah, I guess. It's just the body
awesome.
proportion. It's just back then when they drew it, right? They just drew exactly like how big a helmet
Well,
is.
he didn't want you to confuse him with Batman.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
His big giant armored helmet.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I am right. What do you mean?
Why?
You guess?
Let's get back to Fanboys. Out of the 4 dudes in the group, right? Who was your favorite? Yeah. Who was your favorite guy? Who was the most annoying guy?
Oh, who's the most? I don't know. I'm not gonna say the most because none of them were really that annoying. None of them stood out. I liked them all.
Yeah.
Let's say the crazy guy, Hutch.
Hutch. The van.
Hutch is the craziest guy because
The Rush.
Yeah, he's trying to hunt. Oh, I hate Rush. By the way, I know there's a huge fan following for Rush. I could not understand why they put Rush. If I hear Rush, turn the radio off. I cannot stand the lead singer's voice. His voice is horrible.
Oh, I don't know much about Rush.
I don't know if I told you that. I hate Rush. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Oh, I don't know anything about Rush.
If somebody says what rock you hate, it's Rush.
So this is a little Shane trivia for you.
If somebody goes, what do you hate on Earth? Rush.
Rush. But you like Black Sabbath?
I'll listen to Black Sabbath. I'm not like a Black Sabbath fan. I mean, I'm a Tony Stark fan. That's why I've got the.
I know you got the shirt.
But I actually do. I do like the lead singer.
Okay.
I mean, I actually like him. I'm not a big.
I like the Hutch was the most annoying, right? Like, he likes to try the Jedi.
Annoying.
Yeah, he tried the Jedi mind trick. I thought it was gonna be like something was gonna work towards the movie, like somewhere, but it didn't.
He does. He thinks it's working with the escorts. Remember?
Yes, the escort. Yeah.
My lap. She jumps. Which is, by the way, is Jamie King.
Is that Jamie King?
Jamie King.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jamie King. From Pearl Harbor and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
Because I thought she looked familiar
Yeah, she was actually married to the director.
to this director.
Yeah, the director of this movie.
Oh.
I think they've already got divorced, but hey, it's
But at the
Hollywood.
time, though, yeah.
The time, yeah, they hooked. I think they got married. So he's like, yeah. He goes, you want to sit in my lap? I want to take your shirt off. And she's like, man,
I gotta
you got
look
a
this up.
power.
I got
I'm a man with power.
because he that was the part where with the escort he talked about like, yeah, I got a big mansion. I have 1.2 gigawatts.
Yeah, I got a Bentley with 1.2 gigawatts in it. He goes, oh my God, it likes power. She just like doesn't even know what he's talking about at all.
That's the why it's so great when he says stuff like that.
And, the best thing is, we got to point out he lives in his parents'
basement
garage.
Yes, garage. That's right.
And it keeps going carrier house. It's a carrier.
Yeah, Chase Carey's house. Yeah, that is a
Which
garage.
I love it when Bartlett. Is his name Bartlett? The main character, because there's Linus, Bartlett, Hutch.
Yeah, Linus, Bartlett's
and
Hutch.
Windows.
Yeah, Windows. Windows. I
Windows.
forgot.
Windows is the only actor I recognize out of that full group I've seen in other
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
He's in RoboCop.
Well, he's in RoboCop. Well, he's in a lot of Seth Rogen stuff.
Yeah, he's in. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I like that because when he goes to Hutch's house, his garage.
Yeah.
He walks in the door with that vacuum cleaner and sets it down. He goes, "Your mom said to clean this mess up." Or no grilled cheese sandwiches, and he yells out the door at his mom. He goes, "This is emotional blackmail." He goes, "I have renter's rights," and you hear her yell,
That's funny.
Of course, he's got that van. He drives a van.
He drives the van. Yes.
It's got R2-D2 on the top. It's all decked out with Star Wars crap.
Oh yeah.
It's even got a button. The button is center console, the red button. You don't push it because you are automatic. Oh, because it says it's hyperspace. It's nitrous.
Yes, nitrous. Yes.
Which that's realistic. But I'm thinking it's supposed to be. The movie's supposed to be their adventure and their recollection of the adventure. Like we're getting taught this adventure from their point of view.
Oh, this
example.
one.
It's like the man out running that car with nitrous.
Oh yeah.
But to me, this is like if they told you the story, they're telling you the story.
Is it? I just saw it as like a adventure movie.
Yeah, it's an adventure movie, but basically it's
kind of like Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Like I'm saying though, the crazy parts would be more their recollection.
The crazy parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we went so fast, we went hyperspace." I mean,
the escort part, the part where Windows was getting his butt kicked by that critic, is so fun. Like when Windows met to his contact.
Over the Hut.
Yeah.
He went to the coffee shop in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
The Hut. And meets the girl. And she's like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "You look like 13." She goes, "I'm 10." And of course, I like it when Hutch goes, "You knew this couldn't be true," when she says she was a cross between Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Jenna Garofalo. It's like that can't exist.
Oh, that is so funny. I forgot to point out the poster for one of the posters for this movie was like it looks like 40-year-old virgin, except with a Vader helmet on. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Linus, Hutch, Windows, and Zoe.
Danny Trejo's in this.
Oh, he was a chief.
Yeah, the chief. Because
he was the one who got them high.
Yeah, it's peyote.
Peyote.
Yeah.
Yes. He's the one who fixed that van too.
Yeah, fixed the blown out tire.
Yes. Wow.
So yeah, man, there's so many characters keep popping up in this.
I think they have a lot of Star Wars reference, when Carrie Fisher plays the doctor.
Yeah, because he kisses her on the lip because I love you, and she goes, "Oh."
And I like that the part when she lets her go, right, and then he kisses her, and they're like, "I love you." I know. Oh, exactly. I love that part. You are our only hope. Because you're talking to Princess Leia right there. Okay. And when they actually got into Lucas's ranch, like the archive room, and Zoe actually bent down to R2-D2, like, save me, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Plus everybody's playing with all the toys in Lucas's.
And then I think Windows the only one to point out the Indiana Jones stuff.
No, it was Hutch playing Indiana Jones stuff. Remember?
Was it Hutch?
Yeah, Hutch puts that hat on, and then he picks up the idol, the
Yes,
fraternity
that's
idol, and he
right.
starts speaking in whatever the languages is.
Yes. Okay, he's the only one to
Yeah,
point out Indiana Jones. Yeah,
yeah, he's the one
everyone's
playing with.
Star Wars.
Well, but that's they with other things. So remember when they go in the office and the security comes in there, and of course that one guy Linus picks up the
The
Millennium Falcon.
Millennium
I'm gonna
Falcon.
smash this Millennium Falcon. Like Will Forte, like he knows,
He
he
knows he's not
knows
gonna dispatch it.
smash it, and of course then he goes, what he was he then of
Pick
course
up
the other guy
Yoda, right?
yeah, the other guy picks up the that ball,
Oh, that the sphere to
the
the practice with Luke. Yeah.
and he's like, this is the only one I'm gonna destroy it. And he goes, no, you're not. And then, of course he grabs Yoda. He goes, I will just destroy Yoda. And of course, what's her name? She picks up an Ewok. I'll torch it.
Yeah, touch. That's
Because
when
he's
Will Forte said he's a Star Trek fan.
Yeah, he goes, go ahead. I'm more of a Star Trek fan anyways. Because everybody quits right then. It was a lot of Trek hating in this one.
It's a lot of Trek hating because they also
But
go to a Star Trek convention in
but
Vegas.
It was done. To me, it was done in fun.
Oh, I think it was still fun too.
Even though, because actually they were supposed to have been, they made a little animated deal. Only people that had cable got to see it. It's supposed to have been why Hutch and them don't like Star Trek fans.
Really, an animated thing.
Yeah, I never saw it. I don't know if you can find it now or not. Because they
Probably
said
YouTube.
they didn't put it on video. It's probably on YouTube, but I like it though, because they got the comic store.
Yeah, they had a comic book store just for the phaser.
First time, because that's where we find out that Joey likes Windows.
Yes.
I remember what she was doing, which I think it's funny because Hutch is trying to mind her. I was like, if she were you, dude, that is a major sexual harassment lawsuit right there. But of course, she turns around and raises her shirt up for Windows, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I get what she goes. He doesn't like sweater yams. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Yes, because he was talking to that girl. Oh, the 10-year. We didn't know at the time.
Yeah, which keeps on. It's a dude. He's a dude.
Yeah, it's a dude. It's not a dude. Shut up.
But it's funny. They got those two characters come in the door. Those Trekkies.
Yes.
They calls them Simon and Garfunkel, and that's even what their name is in the script. Which I don't know why. Maybe they hate Simon and Garfunkel music. I like it when they come in. Like, how much is that face? You notice none of the none of the Star Trek stuff. It's the Star Trek symbol.
No, because I didn't get the rights.
Yeah, they didn't get the rights. It's funny because even when Captain Seth Rogen's talking, he goes, "Yeah, the horrors of outcome won't give us."
Yes. They make fun of it. I remember the first time they stopped at. I was in Iowa. I can't remember.
Yes, it's the home place. What they claimed is the home place.
The birthplace.
Birthplace of future William. No, yeah, Captain Tiberius.
Yes. You see, we were born in Iowa.
Actually, in the movies, Iowa.
Oh,
in
okay.
Abrams, it shows it, but it actually confirmed it. I can't remember if it ever said in the original series, but I know in Star Trek 4, the lady's asking him, "So what do you do?" And she's like, "Oh, I fly Star Trek." She goes, "So you're from space?" He goes, "I'm from Iowa. I work in space."
Oh. And then Abrams did that too. He was from, I guess, Iowa.
But I think they never named the town. But of course, there is a bunch of fans in Iowa that's named the town. But the neat thing is that town where they got the con and stuff.
Yeah.
That city where they use that in Red Dawn.
Really?
The original Red Dawn is one of the blow up when the Russians take over.
Oh. Interesting.
Cool.
Okay, so now I know. Yeah, Cook, James T. Cook is.
They got that. How much is a phaser? They go, phaser's not for sale. Why do you have a phaser? So we snuff out your Trekkies. No, get off my land.
Oh, that's so funny because
I was like, what?
I thought that was Windows's comic book store.
Yeah, it's Windows comic store. I guess Hutch just hangs out there because remember that they make fun of the first movie because he goes, "Yeah, I got a detailing business and I hang out in my parents' carriage house." He goes, "You mean by the garage and you deliver pizzas?" Because remember the whole movie's about mainly movies, like we said, it's about 4 friends finally hatching a plan to go steal the
Phantom Menace rough cut print.
So Linus could see it before he passes away. But it's actually mainly to get all the friends together because we find out that Bartlett and Linus wanted to draw comic books when they were in high school.
Bottler, yeah.
Yeah, Bartler gave up on it, worked for his dad, to sell cars.
Yeah, so
And
cause
he's
out
like,
of high school.
and the thing is when they go to a party, I guess it's Halloween. They go to a party.
Yeah.
The other three guys walk in as stormtroopers, which is awesome. Come in, Stormtrooper, Darth Vader. That's so awesome. I mean, come on.
I remember
always
we saw
awesome.
that in Irving, that stupid anime convention.
It's always awesome, no matter what it never gets old.
Yeah, coming to as Darth Vader.
And of course, Bodler, he gave up on all that,
Yeah, because he he
But the thing
did live
is-
the
but the
real life
problem is-
thing.
It's the thing, giving up on that also made him give up on his friends.
No, yeah, I highly agree.
Because finally he sees Linus and he's like, it's been a year, huh? And they're like, no, man, in 3 years.
It's been 3 years, yes.
But I like it when they first meets in front of the deal, they're talking about the Fett, Boba the Fett.
Oh yes.
Windows doesn't like Boba the Fett, remember? Because he goes,
He said,
"Dude,
you guys gotta stop making Boba the Fett is such a badass, okay? Like he had
Exactly.
a jetpack. The Rocketeer had a jetpack.
And I'm upset here going, man, the Rocketeer is awesome. What are you talking about? That's why I like Boba Fett.
So I always thought that too, because from what they show you in Boba Fett in the movies, it doesn't seem like a badass.
No,
But
you're right.
everyone's making him seems to be, because he's the one who captured Han Solo.
Yeah, and Han Solo is
And
bad.
that's why in everything he's a bad, like
Yeah.
just from that equation, I agree.
Exactly. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. This movie didn't come out after Mandalorian.
No, yeah, it didn't.
They made up on that one episode of Mandalorian, Boba Fett Returns.
Oh.
Dude, he killed almost all them stormtroopers.
Yeah, that's when you know, like, oh, that's why he's good at what he does.
Well, that's the thing. If you're a hard Star Wars fan, you already know all the weapons on Boba Fett. But
Yeah.
I didn't read the books, so I didn't know. I had always had Boba Fett figures. I got so many Boba Fett figures who are just laying around
Yeah.
everywhere. They just sit here and look at me when I'm sleeping. But
My Legos one is right there.
Well, like I said though, you always got like all these little things on them, but you never knew what they did. But hardcore fans knew about it.
It makes sense.
And we finally get to see what they do. Because I always wondered what those things on his knees were. It turns out they're laser pistols.
Yes.
Like, goodness gracious, this guy was nothing but a walking weapon.
Oh, kind of exactly like the Mandalorian. So the Mandalorian people are walking weapons.
They're just walking weapons. I
You
didn't
know,
even know what weapons.
Yeah, I love, well, we're talking about fanboys, right? We talk about Star Wars. It's hard to explain to my kids, right? Because in the show, they just keep calling him Mando. So they keep thinking
'cause they
Mando is
keep
his
saying
name.
it.
Like, no, Mandalorian is like, you're Chinese.
is.
Yeah, it's what their race of people are,
Yeah. And that's why they call him.
In a way, right? It sounds very racist. Imagine me walking around, right?
I'd say it's a nickname because they don't know his name.
Yeah, they don't know his name. But
It's
imagine
like
me
a
walking
nickname.
around, right? And there's people just keep calling me Chino.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in a way, it could be more like this. You're a Texan, and somebody call you Tex.
Tex, yeah.
It's not such a big insult.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not a big insult.
An insult, but I mean,
But
you're
a
a
state
Texan.
versus like a race, though,
Yeah. Like I say, if you're a Texan, somebody making an insult towards you and they're calling you Tex, I was like, they're calling me a good name.
Well, yeah,
You know?
because it's just a short name to say Texas,
Well,
yes.
it's also, but it's like for Mandalorians. Mandalorians know they're powerful, so
Yeah.
nothing you say to them is going to be an insult because they already know they can kill
They
you.
already know they can kill you, so they already know that you're watching what you say.
Yeah, so so basically, Mando to them is just.
It's like the first
up?
episode with, was it Timothy Olyphant, right? It's him. When he's
What's
like,
that?
okay,
What's the
he's
Marshal?
a man. Yeah, the Marshal. He's the
Yeah, the
Mandalorian. So everything you heard about these guys are true. They're really good at killing.
So yeah, watch your mouth.
Yes. I forgot what we were talking about in Fanboys. We just have to get off.
Talking about we were talking about the first one. They're talking
Oh,
about
Boba Fett.
They only have like two conversations about Star Wars really because we got one, and then later remember when Butler goes to see Linus, he's like, hey, I just want to talk to you, dude. And then of course Linus don't want to talk to him because he's like, I didn't do nothing to you, Linus. And Linus is like, hey, that's exactly right. 3 years, man.
Yes.
You ain't ever come talk to me. It's mad, but I like it. Then they get into that. Right there, they had their conversation about Luke and Leia. Because yeah, Susie hands off. Of course, I don't know. They kind of messed up their conversation because even Butler thought Luke was done, but he's like but they kept arguing about it. About Luke kissing.
I agree, though. She only kissed Luke to make Han jealous.
In the second one, and that's
the second one, yeah. Yeah.
But in the first one, she didn't, because George Lucas didn't know their brother and sister yet, because he didn't write out all the for yet.
Yeah, he didn't want all. Yeah,
Up until then, yeah, was love interest. So he's like,
yes.
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make a brother sister. And then somebody's like, hey, they kissed, and he's like,
So
crap, we already filmed it.
yeah,
Oh well.
yeah. But then if you think about it, they never knew either.
Yeah, they never knew, and it's
No.
okay. I mean, come on. It's a movie for God's sake too. Like they said,
Yeah, it's a movie.
because I know some people are getting mad on Indiana Jones now, because on Raiders of the Lost Ark, that girl that what's her name had the jewel that Indiana Jones comes to see.
The blonde.
No, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Crap.
Yeah.
We should know her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really good fanboys on that one.
Yeah,
But
because
anyways,
it's been a long time.
But remember, she has the jewel that the light shines through. And it
Yes.
shines on right, and she's at that bar. Well, apparently her character is supposed to have been underage.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, but I noticed it on the internet because all the people in that Me Too crap. And I was like, okay, well, doesn't bother me. It's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Actually, it's the crap in Bond movies. Everybody's hating
And
on.
stop taking other people's culture, right? Like, stop
Exactly.
putting American culture in other people's culture.
Yeah, but that was American culture anyway. So.
Well, they're not in America, right? In Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they did that
Okay,
scene.
so what you're saying is okay.
Oh, I'm not saying it's okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know
I'm
what you're
saying that we gotta stop judging other like cultures just based on what we believe in.
Okay, well, I'm cool with that, but we also gotta quit talking about movies like they're life sometimes.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
fun, but don't get mad about it. I mean,
Yeah. Dave
You can
Chappelle
have
had that joke, you know? People
can
think
have
they're
a-
real life.
yeah, I'm like, we have a discussion about who's fake.
Yeah, who's fake and who's real? Really?
Yeah. I mean, come on. I know Wolverine
Hey.
isn't real.
We just wish he was real. But then if you think a lot of superheroes are real, people would just commit crimes so they can see they're superheroes.
Well, no, the problem is if the superheroes are real, then we could get some of those villains.
Oh yeah, that's what I think too.
And
Like
we may be some people that get a car dropped on us or a dropped
if we
on us.
do right, like COVID is not a problem. It's these villains.
Yeah. Oh, we really got it bad now.
Yep.
comes-
So don't worry about.
Here comes Thanos, or here comes Apocalypse right here.
Yeah. And like
The worst thing is, hey, I see a Galactus's head coming through the space.
So yeah. So don't. I wouldn't worry about that either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want anything to be real. So it's good to be fanboys and fantasize like watch your fantasies come into life with cinema.
So yeah, basically, Fanboys was about us, except we didn't have that girl. We didn't travel cross country.
No, that would never work.
it wouldn't.
Like breaking into Skywalker Ranch is that
Yeah.
easily? Come on.
No. Well, I don't know. If you have connections with William Shatner, it may be.
I mean, like he gave him those passes, right? Like only one of them worked for that archive room. Everything else, besides the blueprint, right? That's all they
Yeah,
really needed.
wow.
That caught
probably-
in the blueprint.
It was funny though.
I was so hoping George Lucas would show up in this movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess since it was made with used a lot of fans.
Yeah,
I don't even think it was with Lucas's permission.
I thought it was really creepy when Danny McBride knew everybody in that room. Was like, yeah, we know everything about you.
My favorite lines is when he told him, he goes, "You're not going to get anything. You're not going to do anything. You're going to jail." Then the phone rings. And he puts it down. Okay, I've been told that I believe that you're a.
Yeah,
I've also been told that I'm going to let you see this movie and all this stuff. Like what I thought was not true, but I've been told. I think
yeah, I've been told. I love how you changed that. It's so funny. Like, I'm told that I believe this. It's like it make it feel like George Lucas is God.
Exactly.
But he says like, okay, now I believe this.
Because you got to remember the security guys are all wearing that THX
Yes.
11, whatever it is, from one of George Lucas's first movies,
Yes.
with all the suits.
Oh.
And I like one guy goes, "Yeah, you said that." He goes, "Yeah, George Lucas wear this," and he goes, "Oh, you make us wear this."
Yeah, you mix with this. Like, everything is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh boy, what was your favorite cameo? You know what? I think Billy D. Williams is pretty good up there, cause
It's pretty good up there. But
because
my favorite
he
is
was
like
the judge.
Kevin Smith when Kevin shows up.
Oh, Kevin Smith, because like, well, I was
Such
so
a-
happy to see him.
Because that was such a surprise.
That was
'Cause,
such
I
a
mean,
surprise,
I
right?
did like I like when Billy Dee Williams' character shows up. It is neat. He's a judge since he played Harvey Dent in Batman.
Yes. It's Billy
And
D.
basic,
Williams.
and I like it. Well, I like it because who's that? There's another comic. Remember when they get arrested and they're in the jail?
Oh yeah, he's
And
a comic. Yeah, he's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine now. He was
yes,
also in
Brooklyn.
Superbad.
Yeah, and he walks in there and he throws those sandwiches and hits that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, and his voice sounds different, like deeper in
Yeah,
this movie.
yeah, he did his voice for Hutch gets all those sandwiches.
Yes,
and
they
takes
put
all
on the
bread,
toilet.
And he starts to take a. The guy goes, "Boy, what are you doing with those sandwiches? It's just
Yeah.
wrong."
Yeah, yeah, I would consider him a cameo. I think my favorite one was just Carrie Fisher, because they tied the lines to her Carrie Fisher's, like, Princess Leia the most. There's like with Billy D. Williams, there's no lines tied to Star Wars, except
Yeah, not
for
that I
Carrie
recognize.
Fisher. Yeah,
Yeah, not that I recognize, because I mean, basically, Billy Williams just tells Bartlett, "You better get back. You're fired."
yeah, exactly.
Because I talked to your daddy.
So it's so funny, right? So when Billy D. Williams shows up, I said, like, Heather was watching this, was like, "Oh my God, it's Lando," because I forgot he was in the movie too. There's an episode, you ever heard of the show Modern Family?
Yes.
So there's a scene, also an episode with Billy D. Williams, right? It's like Jay and they get you play not Mitch, but whatever his name is, Phil. They get you play a poker game with Billy D. Williams, but they didn't know it was Billy D. Williams, right? So when they show up to this poker game, right, the first thing Phil said was like, "Oh my God, it's Lando," because I said the same thing when I was watching Fanboys, like, "Oh my God, it's Lando."
Lando.
And I did the same thing on episode 9, I think. Episode 9 had Lando in it. Do you remember? I said the same thing. His name is Billy D. Williams,
Billy D. Williams, dude.
not Lando.
But hey, let's call him Harvey Dent.
It's Harvey Dent, yes.
Harvey Dent.
He looks
I like
more
it.
like Harvey Dent because
Then there's
Billy D.
also-
Williams gained more weight in his later years.
There's also another running joke, because remember Windows, when he describes himself, he goes, "Yeah, he describes himself as a white Billy D. Williams." And he's white chocolate.
Billy D. Williams, yes.
White chocolate.
There's nothing wrong with liking Star Wars. It's a fantastic
But
sci-fi fantasy.
it didn't have the actual person, but it also had an actor playing what was his name? When he goes to Austin, Ain't It Real News?
Oh, that guy, right, who beat up Windows?
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't know, but I've seen him in other stuff too.
Harry Knows. Harry Knows.
Oh, Harry Knows, yes.
Yeah, no, Harry Knows is. Did you ever read Ain't It Cool News?
No.
I wasn't really in it. I used to look at Dark Horizon or something like that to get my movie news. But I mean, everybody in the '90s had that website.
Yeah, Ain't It Cool News, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and there was various other ones. I mean, Ain't It Cool News was probably the biggest one.
But I mean, he was a big guy. That's why I was able to easily beat up Windows, you know.
But like I said, he's a real person in real life.
Oh, I know, yeah, yes.
Yeah, so I just thought it was cool to include him because he's somebody who always did. He was a Star Wars fan.
Wasn't he in the Dark Knight? He was the one with the phone inside his body, right?
Dark Knight?
Yeah, in the Dark Knight.
No, that's not the
Are
same
you
guy.
Are you sure?
No,
'Cause,
that's not the
he
same
just
guy.
looked the
No.
same to me.
It may look no, it was the same guy. It wasn't the guy with the bomb.
Yeah, it's the bomb. Yeah, with the cell phone
Yeah,
bomb.
it wasn't the bomb guy for sure.
Oh, okay. I just thought
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, because the guy's, I don't feel good.
Yeah, you don't feel. Yes, I thought it was
Like
the same
you got a
dude.
bomb in you, dude.
Well, they put a cell phone
First,
in him.
the first time I've ever seen a bomb in somebody's body in a TV show. Guess what? It was Star Trek.
Oh,
Some Klingon had a bomb in his leg.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like way in the early next generation.
Well, I
days.
just thought that actor was the same one because I seen him in other
it's not
stuff
the same
too.
actor. Not the same actor.
Oh, you know what? I thought, yeah, he.
But we've
he's-
seen
he
this
looks
guy
the same.
before. We've
Yeah.
seen this guy. But anyways, yeah, he beats the crap out of him because it's my niece you're messing with. Of course, he asked him all the Star Wars.
Yes, so
questions.
I forgot.
Did you know
Chewie's
the answers?
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot
Kashyyyk.
Chewie's planet was
No,
Kisha?
that's the problem. Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. That's how it's pronounced. Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. The only reason I know that was because I played a video game. What is that?
Legos.
Star Wars. First was that one with Star Killer in it? It's on 360 PlayStation. I can't remember what it's called.
The Force Unleashed.
Yes, The Force Unleashed, the first one. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where because you start off on Kashyyyk.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew that. Because I mean, I wouldn't bet if I answer a lot of questions.
Because I was like, yeah, you're right. Because I played that game too, and I'm like, I remember this, but I can't remember. It wasn't in any of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, it wasn't in
Then
any
I
of
was
Star
like,
Wars,
I
it
knew
was
it's
in the book.
Chewie's planet name. You know, I can't remember how you pronounce it. I was like,
Yeah.
cashier. Like that's not
Yeah,
it. Cashier.
but the funny thing is, they also did you know what a scruffy nerf herder was?
Scuffina. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Leia call Han.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Because since
That's
then
the
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, because that's the password.
Yeah, yes. Scuffina. That's
But
what. Because I have Empire Strikes Back poster.
yeah. So yeah, these guys drive across the country. They go to Austin. But I remember when they're thinking they're going to Texas first.
Yes.
They all fall asleep, and of course, Hutch drives
To Iowa
Iowa.
on purpose.
And he shows up at this nerd convention. Of course, this is where we get to see
Seth Rogen. He looks like such a smaller guy back then. Like he's still kind of not fat, right? Like sort of chubby.
Yeah.
But like he the way that he combs his hair look like with braces, like the way that he does his lips.
They really do. I hate you, Star Trek. You live in the basement. Your uniforms.
And like if he likes Star Trek like the way you are, right? He probably loves doing that role because he loved defending it.
Wouldn't want to, because then they keep talking to each other like it because they keep making jokes. So what did Sulu find in Captain Kirk's restroom? Of course, in his bed, and he's like, he found a class 1 waste refuse. He goes, no, he found a captain's log. Of course, what's he say? Well, Han Solo's
is a bitch, yes.
And of course, they get all mad. And then the fight's on.
The fight's on between one set of nerds versus another set of nerds.
The funny thing is, they're supposed to be like original series, but you got like a Vulcan like Spock, and then you had a guy painted like Data.
Yes.
Of course, they all got the Vulcan weapons.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? If you're a fan, it doesn't like you're just trying to dress like who you love the most in the series.
Yeah. And of course, so you have Star Trek versus Star Wars right there.
I'll probably try to dress like Chris Pine's Captain Kirk. I thought about getting that shirt.
It's pretty comfortable. That looks pretty comfortable.
Yes. The new shirts.
I actually like the shirts too. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I like the new shirts.
My favorite Star Trek uniform is from the movie series Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 3, 4, 5, and 6.
3, 4, 5.
The red uniforms. Of course, you see Kelsey Grammer wearing one too.
Yes, I've seen the episode, the time loop.
Yeah. So that's the best uniform to me. But
I've only seen like 3 episodes so far.
Yeah.
But one from each of the different series.
You haven't seen Voyager yet.
No.
But
hey, out of all of them, that Vulcan female is my favorite. Because she's so hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about Enterprise. Because that's what I say. Remember, Christy Alley played a Vulcan female.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's just Star Trek too.
Yeah, from Enterprise, yeah, that she looked like Angelina Jolie to me.
Okay, well, maybe it's Angelina Jolie.
Dude,
from Vulcan.
This is such a hot Vulcan.
Yeah, she's got green blood. Careful.
I don't care what kind of blood. I've seen Galaxy Quest. It works somehow, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it works.
The reason why we have Spock, because he's half human.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right.
There you
you're
go.
Right. Doesn't matter.
All right. It goes the other way too. I don't know what I'm saying right here, but it goes both ways.
Okay. Let's back to the Star Wars universe. And Fanboys.
Back to your Fanboys.
So they fight, and of course that guy, one of the guys bites Spock's ear off.
Yes.
Vulcan ears off.
Just basically like they never finish a fight, right? They always run to the van.
Yeah, they always run to that van, take off.
Yep.
Kind of like Star Wars. Han Solo's always running.
Yeah. Or Tucker was way out of stuff. Yeah, he's always like
he's always running. Outrunning everything with his spaceship.
The Red 5 Red Leader thing. Yeah, I still use it in my work email. Red 5 to Red Leader. But I only say the email to one specific person.
Okay, because nobody else is gonna know what you're talking about.
No one's gonna know what I'm talking about.
They're like, "Are you playing chess?" That's not how you do it.
5 to Red Leader. Red 6. It's super nerdy. Red 5.
Nerdy.
You know what? If I could mount a part of the R2D2 on my van right now, I would do it. What the hell is this? It's
Oh no,
R2.
there's a picture circling around on the internet, and it's an old picture. I'm sure you've seen it. About somebody's got a Honda Del Sol where they paint it and put the
Oh
R2D2.
yes, I
You see
have
it? I
seen
think
that.
everybody's seen it.
Definitely. That's
Yeah.
awesome because you know why? I can see it. Oh no! I look
know.
back there. I can
Yes,
see R2D2.
I
That
know.
is the coolest idea.
It's like you're in a 2-seat speedster.
Yes. Like the only car you can do that to is the Civic So and the MR2.
Yes, I was about to say MR2.
Yep, that's it. But you could do it to the NSX too, but I wouldn't want to do that to my NSX. I would do it to those two cars,
That's the
definitely.
only two cars you can do it to. They
Yep.
are price affordable. I mean, it's not going to get a Lamborghini or a Ferrari and stick it.
Yeah, and then do that. But like the MR2 and the Del Sol.
It's like, yeah, I spent several $100,000.
That's awesome. Like I would totally do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find a way to put an R2D2. There's probably videos on the internet to teach you how to mount an R2D2 on there.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
My
I'm sure
boys
there
and
is.
I would ask, like, we got them costumes for Halloween, right? And I told my wife, like, you know what I wanted to do? When we go trick or treating, I want to put BB-8 out there, like the whole time. But then I wouldn't want to roll it through the cement. It would probably mess it up.
I don't know, that's cool though.
That would be very cool about a BB-8.
That's the neat thing though is you could be the Mandalorian and carry your little
Yeah, I know.
Goguru with you.
I'm thinking about see if I could put that uniform together, like the cosplay together for the Mandalorian.
Somebody could do that. Somebody could be the Mandalorian. Somebody like one of your kids could wear the suit that's a big old case and put the baby Yoda in it,
Oh,
Goguru in it,
yeah.
and their legs just appear and have little holes for them to walk around, so it looks like it's floating.
I gotta see if I can make the weapon.
Especially if you got black pants on, that looks like it's
Yes.
floating in the dark.
Yes, I gotta see how easy to make that Mandalorian costume together.
You ought to do the Mandalorian because I'm thinking about doing the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to do a Mandalorian, but I want to do a,
Oh,
I want to do a
Mandalorian person, yeah. Oh, Boba Fett and Mando, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I just want a random Mandalorian suit.
So imagine these characters, right? Like seeing Mandalorian or like Rogue One. That would probably, like, you know what? If it blew our minds away, it blew everybody's mind away.
It'd blow their minds away.
No, if you don't like Mandalorian, then I don't like you.
Yeah, that's my green flag movie.
Yeah, that's the red flag thing that we talked about.
Yeah,
You don't like Mandalorian? I don't like you.
Yeah, that's a green flag movie. And
That's how we base our decisions now.
And if you like Star Trek, you got a red flag.
No, like if you like Batman and Robin, we don't like you. If you don't like the Mandalorian, we don't like you.
Yeah,
The people who are not gonna like the Mandalorian, right? It's gonna be like people who don't like Star Wars. I can't count those people.
that's a sad thing. That's like a dating app for a nerd. It's like, did you ever see this movie? Do you like this character? Can you quote this line?
Then we're cool.
Yeah, the sad thing is you'll be by yourself this life. Actually, I don't know. I mean, it's cool for a lot of women like Star Wars now.
Yes, I do.
I guess a lot of women always like Star Wars, but there's more people. I mean, more people into the fan stuff now.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's like it's cool to be a fan.
I wouldn't say that. I think a lot of people like to me, right? The story is good. As long as the story is good, right? It doesn't matter like what genre it is.
I don't know. People know where they like episodes, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Like Heather and I are really into the Mandalorian.
Like even the Fast and the Furious. It's about episodes gives you a big story.
Yeah, like I
that's
said
what
many
people are
times. Like
'Cause
Heather's
people
really
just
invested into Wanda.
Exactly. People keep coming back because you're getting a story. You're not getting
a story. Yeah,
movie. You're getting a whole story.
you want to see like what we said. MCU is soap opera for nerds, right? Totally.
Yep. And there you go. Keep coming back next Friday to see your next show.
Yep, next Friday. Yep, exactly.
So
Me and the boys are watching What If religiously on Fridays right now.
I'm one episode behind on What If right now.
Oh, okay. So this one is, I wouldn't say it's the best, right? It's actually pretty good after a whole bunch of dark stuff. Like, because the last few episodes, like, well, this one is dark, this one is dark, this one is dark, this one is dark.
Yeah, you're right.
And
was the end of the universe.
in this one, we get a party episode.
Oh, I just gotta go watch it.
It's a party episode. It's awesome.
I'm almost think I should go watch it right now.
Yeah, it's another battle that I would like to see, and they gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yep. But let's get back to
Yeah.
Fanboys, because you know,
Fanboys, because we are fanboys.
well, definitely this is the whole reason why we're doing this. Not just this
Oh,
movie, any
should-
movie that we're doing.
We should start a comic book shop.
Oh, shoot. If I could open, oh my God, I would love to
yeah.
own a comic book store. It's
I
like,
would too.
we're talking like the guys on the Big Bang Theory.
I
Because
know.
they
If
want to
I-
invest in a big
That's the
comic
thing.
book store.
If I had a comic book store, I'd have like cases with like a Darth Vader in a case, a Boba Fett in a case, an Iron Man in a case, and then props all up in the walls we can see, and then you buy it while you're shopping and stuff.
Yes. It's just basically like, not to, like what you said, right? It's not like I want to show off, but like I would like other people be able to see
Well,
this kind of
It's
stuff.
the thing is, I just want to hang out there all day.
Yeah, I would just hang out there all day long too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Pay-
I would like
pay
to
some
hang out
money,
in my
man.
room all day long.
Oh, I would too, but I gotta make money to keep up.
See, that's the
with it.
thing. Like,
I know. What's with that?
life.
It's like we're lights for a little bit, and then we gotta go out in the real world and do Bartlett.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was just going to point that out too. Yeah. I mean, it's great you have all these things, but you know, you got to get into the real life and, you know, work and all that stuff to buy the stuff that we like.
When you say my favorite character, though, comes down to Linus and Bartlett.
Yeah, those two.
Because basically, they're the main characters of the deal.
Yeah, they are the main two characters.
They are the main characters. Other guys are backup. Hotch is the comic relief.
Yep.
And
Windows.
Kind of comic relief too.
Yeah, the comic relief. You know, it's really funny because the main guy of the movie, right, does not get the girl.
No, and it's not even. Yeah, neither of the main guys do.
Because it's not about that. It's about their friendship.
I guess it was a story for all four characters. Because at the end, Hutch gets his business. He wants to do detailing. He gets his business. Windows ends up with the girl that likes him, and she wins. She wins because she finally gets him to realize she's not one of the guys, which I don't know how anybody thought that, but hey, it happens.
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
I hear it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have paid attention, but and then of course.
Oh, hold on! Before you go on, like you know, you're right. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even know that Zoe liked Windows in the movie.
I didn't really that much. We kind of got a hint when Folger showed up. And she's not even noticed. But you don't really know until they're sitting at the table and he's going to go with those girls. And she's like, hey.
Yes, at the poker table.
Yeah, at the poker table. That's when you realize. Because she keeps trying to hint at it.
Yes.
He's like, I got to go over here and be his wingman. I'm like, you dummy.
Yes. That's what I knew.
Of course, she gets mad, storms off. But yeah, of course, they get the deal. And because Linus, basically, he was kind of like, because they also said these all like Star Wars characters, but he finally he was good with everything. He got everything he wanted. All his friends got back there. He ended the chapter of his life.
Yeah.
And of course, he actually kind of saved Bartlett in a way.
He does, because if it wasn't for him, right, he would just be at that job. He would own the dealership.
Yeah, he would own the dealership and not been happy at all.
Yeah.
Instead, he goes back and writes his comic book, sells it. We see at the end, they're at the, they finally get to see the premiere of the movie. And of course, those two Boba Fetts come up to him.
Yes.
Hey, what's your comic book? This is a total Lucas ripoff.
Yes, it's totally Star Wars
I
ripoff.
love it when his brother shows up.
Yes. Now ask him for his autograph.
Yeah, Oscar for his autograph. Of course, he signs it.
It's a douchebag.
And he gives them the comic book, and they leave. He goes at the back of the line.
Look at the back of the line. Because his brother's a big dude.
And I like it here. I like he goes to his brother. He's like, "So why are you here?" He goes, "The wars, man."
Yeah, the wars. Yep.
I like it. And he goes, "I like that about you," because even him and his brother get together.
Yeah, exactly.
And they all sit at the theater, and everybody's enjoying it. And I like it. My favorite part now, and this part is that they look at each other because the audience already knows.
Yes.
This movie's not
like
good.
What if this movie sucks?
Yeah,
that was funny. I forgot about that line.
What if this movie sucks? And then nobody knows what to say.
So I know the movie sucks. Right? What was your favorite part of Phantom Menace?
I don't know. I only saw it like once or twice. I'm not gonna say it sucks because I need to see it again.
So my favorite part is just the lightsaber battle.
I like the lightsaber battle. I also kind of like the pod races.
Oh, the pod race was good.
The pod races.
I also like the Qui-Gon Jinn scenes with Anakin and his mother, And the beginning when you first introduced to Obi-Wan Kenobi, the negotiations part was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, the movie's not that bad. We'll have to do it.
You know what? Yeah, the movie's not that bad. If they cut out George, like if they make their way of people talk differently, right?
Because here's the neat thing. If you think about it, because me and you could talk about it all we want, but you meet a lot of people that's in their 20s and stuff. They're huge Star Trek, and Star Wars fans. I'm sorry, they're huge Star Wars fans. And you ask them, they grew up. They started with.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
And they like them. They like them as much as we liked
the 4, 5, and 6. Exactly.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6. And I feel for the next generation, it's going to come along in the last 30s, but.
Oh, so you're right. So like you're talking about like the J.J. Abrams stuff. It's probably my kids. They would probably like them because that's what they grew up with.
It's either them or another generation.
But that's not so fair because they watched The Mandalorian too.
Yeah, so
they watch it at a very high bar. Okay.
Yeah, well, I think they got. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be fans of that deal. They're probably going to be more Mandalorian if anybody ever goes, "Hey, what was your Star Wars?"
Because Ethan started asking me when does the new Mandalorian show like comes on. He's like, I'm like, I think it's about Christmas. I was like, what?
Because they're too young to have appreciated the other 3 movies. Yeah, it's going to be a different generation. Somebody different age from them. But.
Yeah. I mean, they're watching Mandalorian with me.
But yeah, Mandalorian made up for it. So.
Oh, Mandalorian's so good. Like, my cousin's collecting, like, since we're talking about fanboys, right? My cousin collects a lot of hot toys. And before he told me, like, I don't know if I just want to collect the original series. I'm like, yeah, that's cool too, 4, 5, and 6, right? Then he started collecting episode 1. He got Darth Maul. Now he's collecting Mandalorian.
It's an addiction.
It is. He got this.
When you start messing with hot toys,
Oh, he already ordered Doc Brown and Marty McFly. He's waiting for the DeLorean to reissue. He don't want to buy the first series because that's expensive, right? He's waiting for the DeLorean to reissue.
Oh, the DeLorean's over $1,000.
Yeah. Man, he said I could buy it at $400, but I don't want to buy the eBay prices.
And that's the thing. Think about it. He started with Star Wars.
Yeah, he's always Star Wars.
And now he's going. Before you know, he's Batman, and then he's gonna get into Marvel stuff.
Oh, they look so good. So,
so
I told you I went to a garage sale today, right? That's when I found this awesome gem, and that's the actual guy that I was buying.
I want to say what it is. What's?
Oh, I'm sorry. The thing I'm showing you right now is the Terminator head.
Yeah, the Terminator
from Genesis.
Terminator.
Yeah, and he's the one that I'm buying the comic book cards from. Like the Marvel series and stuff, and he has a lot of cool stuff. He has the original Punisher toy, right? Like the detail didn't look so good and stuff. So he has 3 different ones, the 3 different series, right? And I'm like, man, I wouldn't want to buy this, but the quality of this toy, right? It looks so dumb. I would rather buy a candle.
So what you're telling me, it's Dolph Lundgren?
No, it just looked like the comic book, but like
because it's dull.
There's no detail, it's so dull.
Get what I say? Exactly like the Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, it's so dull, right? I'm like, I didn't want to buy it even for $5. I want to buy something with more detail. You know what I mean?
I would buy something. I would get more detail. I wouldn't waste. Why would you want the first one?
I wouldn't. And like
the first one.
If they make the Punisher like a hot toy Punisher, right? That model after the comic book look, I would buy it. If they make Charlie Cox's Daredevil, I would buy that too.
They do. They already do.
I know, but I didn't want to because that was kind of expensive. I didn't want to buy it.
It's way expensive.
But they look so good.
They look awesome, dude.
I'm like, I don't like Funko Pop stuff, right? But I would buy a Daredevil one because just of Charlie Cox.
I don't have problems with Funko Pop. We got a lot of their stuff that I buy every now and then. I got like the Doctor, Captain Kirk, Doc Brown, Affleck's Batman, and '66 Batman, Adam West.
Oh, for Funko Pops.
And of course, I like Iron Man. I don't have any Iron Man, but I have Tony Stark with the T-shirt, the little kitty T-shirt.
Oh, that's a cool one.
That is a cool one, and the sunglasses.
I only have the Mandalorian set of the Funko Pops. Grogu, Mando, and that I forgot what that droid's code name was. The skinny one that Yeah, I have that.
Yeah. So. Well, yeah. I don't know if they're going to make any Funko Pops of the Fanboy movie. I mean, they do everything else.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that.
It'd be cool.
They have Dumb and Dumber, like the tuxedo
They have a lot of them. So I'm like, what if they made the four guys and Zoe?
Would you be able to tell? How would I able to tell between difference of this guys and then the Big Bang Theory characters?
I
They
don't know.
look like the pop stuff look pretty much the same. The only
Yeah,
character you can tell is Windows because he wears glasses, and Hutch
yeah.
because he's gonna wear that Rush shirt, and that he wears that vest
Well, he's got to have the
just
beard.
like Solo.
Yeah, because he's Solo. He
Yeah,
is Solo in the
he's
movie.
wearing the vest.
Because, like they said, it's supposed to be Linus is supposed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because at the end, he's kind of spiritual,
Yes.
and he passes away. Of course, Zoe, is Princess Leia. Hutch dresses just like Han Solo, and he's got the vehicle that takes him everywhere.
Yes.
Bartlett should been Bartlett
Luke,
would
right?
have been. Yep, exactly.
Because
Luke
his
Skywalker.
life changed. He didn't want to be a farmer.
Exactly. And then of course Windows is harsh as the droids.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, it's a droid. He's so oblivious.
Yeah. So yeah. So and then the people are just the people they meet on the way.
So Fanboys, how do I see Fanboys? I can't remember.
No, you borrowed it from
What?
you borrowed it from me.
Oh, that's
'Cause
right.
remember, I found it in a $5 bin at Walmart, like I did 13th floor, and I told you about it. You're like, I never heard of this, so I loaned you my copy of
Yeah,
it.
I never heard of it. Why? Because the marketing
Never
probably
heard of
wasn't good.
It wasn't the market because, like I said, they filmed in 2007, didn't come out until 2009 because Harvey Weinstein
Yep.
held it back, which is funny because it's got a Harvey Weinstein attached as a producer.
Yeah.
We all know how
Because
But I guess I also thought it was funny because Kevin Spacey's a producer.
I thought, yes, that's why Kevin Spacey is also a producer of this movie.
Yeah, I was like, oh, those two guys got in trouble.
Oh, yeah, majorly, exactly.
Yeah, they kind of got boycotted. So I was like, they're not going to boycott this movie, are they?
Oh, I'm so glad I got the digital before, it went away.
Yeah, I got the digital too. But
Yeah.
I actually still had the regular DVD I got at Walmart, and I remember loaning it to you.
Yeah,
And
I remember that
me and
now.
you both were like, yeah, this is something else. And
Yeah.
the thing is, I like the way it's filmed because it's like the production value is not that high.
No.
It seems like kind of kind of a student movie, not quite that much, but it's just like, hey, this is our special project we want to make.
Right.
Just they got a lot of names that show up.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of scenes where there's a lot of people. It looks like when they even filmed the coffee shop scene, right? It's like they had to do it early in the morning.
Yeah, you're right. All of it's real quick, and then the buildings. But I like it when they had a tire blowout, remember? And they got to go in that biker bar, and of course, they want water, and the guy's like, "Hey, the water's gonna cost you $100." He's like, "Yeah, I'm tough."
Yeah, I'm tough. And they went.
Exactly. Goes up to that guy, "Hey man, I was in prison."
I like that. Like we forgot to talk about that. He only has one testicle.
Yeah, he only has one. Yeah, because then they make him. All those guys are like, "Yeah, okay," because they find out it's a gay bar.
Yeah, it's a gay bar. Yes, I forgot about that.
Those guys make him dance to Menudo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Menudo.
Of course, they finally strip down, and of course that Hutch pulls
Hutch
his
just
pants
don't
down,
pull the pants down.
Everybody's disgusted. And of course, the chief shows up.
That's when Danny Trejo shows up.
The machete shows up.
Yeah, the machete.
Shit.
Man. Yeah, it feels like a lot of these movies that we've done, right? Like it's like a hidden gem to us. 13th Floor and now Fanboys,
Right.
Rocketeer, The Shadow.
It's just some movies don't get all the hype,
Or they didn't do so well.
or they didn't do so well.
It didn't do so well, so
They
like
didn't
a
do
lot of
so
people don't
well,
see it.
because they didn't get any hype,
Yeah, no
But I
marketing.
think a lot of it's just horrible marketing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even Galaxy Quest didn't do too well. But the problem is they're wanting to make a Galaxy Quest TV show now.
Really?
But they're also wanting to do a Willow TV show. Remember Willow? Because
Yeah.
Willow and what's that? Windows. Nobody cares about. Somebody says that. I think it was Windows. Is the one
Yeah.
found. Yeah, it was Windows. Goes, hey, look, it's got Willow. Dude, you remember Willows? He's looking around. Of course, nobody cares about Willow.
Yeah, that was in a comic book store, right? Like nobody cared about Willow.
Nobody cares about Willow.
Like a lot of people like the Princess Bride, okay? And I don't know why a lot of people don't. It's
I never got around to see Princess Bride yet.
oh, it's really good.
I mean, it's got to be good because everybody quotes it. So
But because like Yeah, it quotes it constantly, right? I still quote
Funny
it
thing
constantly.
is, Willow, I haven't seen since it came out. So,
Whew. I
but I'm
don't think
working
I
with a
ever
guy.
seen
I
Willow.
remember I brought Willow up. Yeah, I brought Willow up recently. Another guy I work with. So he decided to see it on the weekend. He goes, yeah, because I have to see it now. But he says, oh, it didn't hold up.
Oh, I don't think it holds up. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
Princess Bride holds up either.
probably not. I don't know. We'll have to see him again.
It's because we see them at young age, like what you pointed
Yeah.
about, like the Phantom Menace. Like guys in their 20 about Star Wars, they
Well,
love those.
That's the thing. We'll have to see Princess Bride. Since I haven't seen it, we'll determine how well it holds up.
I would say I seen Princess Bride recently.
Yeah. See, that's because you saw it young and you like it.
Yeah.
My cousin saw it. He liked it.
I think I seen Willow. That came out in 88, right? 87, 88. It's about the same time.
It's back in the 80s. I just
Does it have, it doesn't have Val Kilmer in it, right?
It's have Val Kilmer.
Okay.
Val Kilmer's in it. I can't remember
Yeah.
all the actors. It's probably got a lot of actors I remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say Mini-Me is in it, but I can't remember the same dude.
No, meaning that's not the same actor.
Okay.
This is the guy that played Wicket, the Ewok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember his name.
All right. So is there anything else you want to say about Fanboys before I end it right here?
Nah, not really.
No?
I mean, probably not until after.
Intro after, we could mention it. Like, that's what we've
'cause
been doing anyway.
See, I mentioned, we mentioned everybody.
Yes.
So.
But I like this movie a lot. It's another Thursday hidden
Oh,
gem for me.
It is. It's one of those ones, and like I said, we watched it a long time ago, and then we watched it again. I was like, ooh, it's surprised again.
No, it's still so good. Yep, exactly.
Because I forgot. Because I remember when I started to watch it again, I was like, yeah, I don't know, because I don't remember it being that great. And then when I watched it, I was like, yeah, how did I forget this? It was pretty good.
Yeah, this was pretty good. No, I like that this week, right? We did Galaxy Quest and Fanboys. Both movies are very similar to each other.
Oh,
it's
they
basically
are.
is a huge fan base. Besides, well, I guess now it could consider pop culture in a way, right?
Yeah, and the neat thing is one ran off of Star Wars, one ran off of Star Trek,
Star Trek, yes.
which have some of the biggest fan bases.
Yeah, it's exactly it's some of the biggest fan bases. I mean, like, think about it. Star Trek has this whole language people know how to speak.
Yeah,
That's impressive to me.
yeah. Hang on.
It's a fictional language.
Yeah, I know. Like I said in Klingon, Joy Chu. That means beam me up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about Klingon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just what I hear from Big Bang Theory when they play Klingon Bargo. That's a real game, right? Klingon Bargo is a real game.
Oh, everything in Klingon is real now. I mean, people redid Shakespeare in Klingon.
Oh, I know. I heard about that.
The only reason they did it because it's track 6. They didn't have to be or not to be.
Yeah.
General Chang, which by the way we forgot to point out, General Chang has an eye patch, which is the villain in Galaxy Quest was supposed to be Chang.
Oh, that's right.
But he's like to be or not to be, and they had to invent the word just for that. And then of course, boom, somebody's like, hey, why don't we just write a whole Klingon?
So you could learn a Klingon language.
I have the book on Klingon language.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I had the Klingon.
Hey, you know what? We already know how popular it is when there's so many people have weddings, right? Klingon weddings. That's impressive to me.
Yeah, I would have one too, but I don't
that's
have
not
that
even
one.
like a Star Wars language that is fictional that people know.
Somebody tried. They did do Vulcan at one time, but they don't have a book. There's not a book.
Vulcan. So Vulcan has their own language. I didn't know.
Vulcans have their own language, and you hear it in Star Trek 1 and Star Trek 2.
Oh, okay.
Because Spock talks to Christy Alley's character in Vulcan.
Christy Alley. I do like Christy Alley, but she's a
I like
Scientologist. Yes.
Hey, she's a Vulcan.
Okay. I'm gonna end it.
And was the manager of a bar everybody knows, where everybody knows your name.
Yes. I'm gonna end it right here.
Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.